Live coverage of the NBA here on 2K Sports. A happy Sunday evening to you and yours. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. Now, Golden State's starting five. In the backcourt, we'll see Curry and Podziemski. Jimmy Butler is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Payton in at the small forward. And for the Spurs, Sohan is the four with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the five. Jones is out there with Fox, and it's Vassell in at the three spot. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
No good on the shot. Payton with some nice D. Green against Wembanyama. Here's Podziemski. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Yeah, it's nice to see him be assertive instead of settling for a jump shot, especially in the first quarter.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Butler with the ball. His last outing, 16 points for him. The pass to Payton. Another shot. Butler, no good.
They timed up the layup perfectly. The D saw it develop and got there to bother the shot.
He lobs it up. Great communication on the alley-oop.
His playmaking is trending in the right direction. Vassell has shown steady growth in that area.
Here's Podziemski. Defended by Jones. Curry against Fox. Shot clock at 6. Curry kicks to Payton. Shoots over Vassell. Rebound, San Antonio.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. Now, I asked Coach what the game plan was when it comes to defending Jimmy Butler, and he said to me, we have to make sure we match his energy level. Jimmy is one of those guys that goes all out every second. We want our guys to do the same on D. It won't be easy, but they think they found a way to contain him. Guys?
Thank you, David. That one is off. Richard, when it comes to Draymond Green, we know about his defense, but what does he give you offensively?
I think it starts with his passing. Not many big men can do what he does the way he does it. And especially effective when he's hitting the three ball, stretching the floor, allowing for more space for his shooters.
And the second free throw, good. Richard, one thing is for sure with these Spurs, a lot of top free agents have got to be looking at him now as a destination.
It doesn't take a lot of skill to see that Wemby is a different type of player. And look, if you are a free agent, that's the player that you want to look at to say, hey, can I team up with him and go on a string of championships?
Here's Podziemski. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Green with the ball. Jones covering. He takes it in. Podziemski's shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Fox. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Now that we have a chance, let's go to the 2K leaderboard and reveal last season's top shot blockers. Victor Wembanyama, number 1.
It happened so often. I'd say to myself, there's no way he can get to that shot, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, and it go down as another block.
Pass to Podziemski. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And checking out the numbers for Curry. Coming off a terrific season. Putting up about 26 points per, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
They feel confident with him at the helm. He's effective at running the offense, and having someone like that off the bench is an absolute luxury.
Count it.
And the release of Butler's jumper, it's so smooth. He has no problem knocking it down from mid-range.
To the inside, here's Jones, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And Payton throws it down.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Here's Fox. The Warriors making the shot. Passes it to Vassell. Over Payton. Vassell, no good.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off his shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
Using his strength and athleticism, plays like this from Butler just motivates his team.
So it's San Antonio now, following the score by Golden State. Jones for 3, bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, for the Warriors this summer, there was disappointment seeing their longtime trio broken up with the departure of Klay Thompson. But many around the league felt like with the additions they've made, this team is actually upgraded. So, guys, we'll see how they hold up in this crowded Western Conference. Do Steph Curry and Draymond Green have enough?
They'll be challenged for certain. Okay, Shams, thank you for the report.
And looking at the numbers for De'Aaron Fox, great showing for him last season. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And as you said, first in steals last season. You have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. Here's Podziemski. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It didn't take long for Podziemski to establish himself as an elite charge taker.
The funny thing about the game of basketball is that some things can't be taught. Pods clearly has the it factor when it comes for the timing that it takes to draw charges. He can steal a few possessions for you every single game.
That free throw missing. You know, Greg, with a combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
He hits the second from the line. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State.
And Butler sends it back.
Always ready to make an impact defensively. Butler sees the shot forming and just attacks the opportunity to block it.
Guys back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Outside Butler. On the wing, Payton. And the Warriors miss again.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Jones finds Vassell. Spurs working the ball around now. Fox feeling it out a bit. Pass to Vassell. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Agile finish from Vassell against that foul, managing to get the and one.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
Well, they're off to a good start, getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
And that one falls for Vassell. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
So it's the Spurs now. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Sohan. Here's Johnson. Green with the rebound.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Floats it up for Butler. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Yeah, and that ability to just rise up for the alley-oop. Butler is an animal of an athlete.
The Spurs have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Richard, you talk about the fastest players in the league. De'Aaron Fox is in the running, and I say that literally.
Kevin, he is at his best when he is attacking the lane. He's a lefty that is a tremendous finisher, and his floater, arguably, might be the best in the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up, and it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
Castle's checked in for San Antonio. Fox hits them both. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
They get it again. Jackson Davis. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's Sohan. Jackson Davis defending. And it's Sohan missing. The Warriors trailing. Healed outside. Outside Curry. And he drives in. No good. That would have tied it. And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Johnson, the pass to Fox. Here's Castle. And it's blocked. And Curry has it in the corner. Outside, Kuminga. Curry against Fox. Goes up from the top of the key. Curry, that's good. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
So challenging to guard in pick and rolls. Curry excels at exploiting the defense in these sets.
Johnson down low. Defended by Kuminga.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
And it's Hield off the drive. Left side, Kuminga. A miss that time. Would have put him up. The Spurs have gotten 7 of their first 16 field goal attempts to go down here in the first. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Warriors shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. Kicks it to Hield. Curry against Fox. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Stolen by Jones. Can they get it? And it's Sohan missing.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone a look, not just himself.
And, Richard, you just get the feeling that Jonathan Kuminga is finally starting to hit his stride, don't you?
It is all about opportunity in this league, Kevin. With more playing time and scoring chances, Kuminga has really blossomed, and he is not done getting better.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Champagne's checked in, and Chris Paul's subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. Richard, last season marked the 5th consecutive year that the Spurs missed the playoffs.
And this drought came directly after their historic streak of 22 consecutive playoff appearances. But the silver lining in this stretch is that it allowed them to draft a generational talent in Wembanyama.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. Well, over the years, the Warriors have had some historic tax bills.
Yeah, and for the most part, it's been well worth it because it's led to championships and they generate a ton of income. But now, with this tax repeater penalties, you can see why they've tried to cut costs, and every team in the league has followed.
And checking out some numbers here for Chris Paul. Good season for him last year. Last season put up about 9 points a game, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. But you look at all that, and really it doesn't give you the entire picture of his impact defensively.
Just in general, numbers don't tell the whole story with defense. Guys like him you have to watch to understand his impact.
Here's Castle, covered by Hield. Castle misses. Warriors leading by 3. Kuminga down low. Johnson on him. Kuminga, no good. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Curry following the bucket by the Spurs. Now the pass to Hield. Oh, and he's going up for the alley-oop here and taken away by Paul. An even 3-on-3 break. .139 left to play in the first. And the rejection by Curry.
Making his presence felt on defense. Curry with the rejection.
Count that one.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That's his first foul. San Antonio on defense. Back to Curry.
Well, Johnson is just as fast as he is strong, so as a defender, he can really pressure you.
Clock at 6. A second chance effort. And the play by Curry as he finishes it off for 2. 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
And I'm not sure I've seen a game with more lead changes this early.
Sohan, the pass to Champagny. From deep, Johnson. The rebound by Hield.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Yep, that one goes in there. And now a 3-point Warrior lead.
And what a show of agility by Hield, getting around the contact there and right to his finish.
Here's Johnson. Back to Paul. Here's Castle. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one is on Hield. The Spurs have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. That one misses.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Ball against Curry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
First free throw is good. The Spurs making a switch here. And so he hits both.
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Warriors ahead. They lead by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
You can't overstate how much interior defense can shape the game. They have a distinct advantage there, and they have turned it into a lead.
And you hear, Richard, about players dunking and putting a hurting on the rim, but that iron sometimes can put a hurting on a player's hands too, right?
Oh, and then when you get older, those landings, they can start to hurt too. End of the day, there's a price to be paid for all that high flying and rim wrecking, and it's worth it.
Setting the floor for the Warriors. They've got Jimmy Butler. Podziemski out there with Hield. Then it's Kuminga, and it's Green in at the 5 spot. And the Warriors with possession here. 5 on the clock. Rebound, San Antonio. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years, but Draymond's are good, and now they've made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Now here's Butler. Here's Hield. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Hield's got the lead up to 6 now for the Warriors. Here's Hood Schifino. Still yet to score. Step back and squared up.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Shoots the 3. Here's Wembanyama. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on him.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Oh, boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they've capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
Richard, during his rookie year, Victor Wembanyama had a game with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks, and 5 made threes, a 5-by-5 for the ages.
That was the first time someone put up those numbers in NBA history. Wemby is going to continue to do things we have never seen before. You look at Fox now compared to when he entered the league, he is so much more physical.
To the hoop, Butler, and it's Butler with the jam. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 8. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
You've got to master little moves like that to be a complete offensive player. Fox has the pump fake. Yeah, he's got that figured out.
The Spurs have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
What sets Fox apart is how dynamic and explosive he is. He can take off at any moment in any direction.
Castle's checked in for the Spurs. hits them both. Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Green passes to Hield. Butler against Jones. Now, here's Payton. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Jones. Fires the three. Buries it from three-point range. Jones has got 10 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Golden State moving it around. Butler against Jones. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Yeah, and Butler just can't be stopped. I mean, even when the D knocks him around, he keeps his focus on the basket.
When it comes to players who like having fun, Greg, Jimmy Butler has to be way up there.
Did you see his media picture for the 23-24 season? He looked like he belonged in an emo band with that hairstyle. Jimmy is definitely one of those guys that likes to troll and have fun.
And it's Jones with the ball for San Antonio. Vassell outside. Wembanyama trying to free himself up. Vassell, no good. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And now look at Victor Wembanyama here. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 21 points per game, over 3.5 blocks and 10 rebounds. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
He gives them a jolt of energy down low every time he comes into the game. That's something any coach loves to have.
So it's the Warriors now, following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Fox. Timeout called the Warriors. Richard, with Buddy Hield, we're talking about one of the best shooters in the NBA.
No question, he is a marksman. He's going to have to be a mercenary, though. He is the type of an outside threat that every team needs. I don't care what the offensive system is, Buddy Hield will find a way to score.
And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second-chance points in the NBA. Number 5, the Warriors.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
Jones against Butler. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Vassell against Payton. Vassell, no good. Warriors have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And here is Hield. Sinks the triple. Hield's got 7.
A true display of Hill's accuracy, surprising the defense with the deep shot.
Here's Castle, covered by Hill. And a wide-open look for Wembanyama. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. Wembanyama has got the game tied up here for the Spurs. Now Podziemski. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. Looking at the last game for the Golden State Warriors, it was a win against Minnesota.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
And you talk to coaches around the league, and they'll tell you sometimes the ball just goes in. It's as simple as that.
And here are the Warriors now after the basket by San Antonio.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
The Warriors pull it in. Healed outside. That's good, and that evens things out for him. 50-50. 4 of 8 shooting this game.
Good take. We all know Hill can shoot. The threat of the outside J helps open up those driving lanes for him.
Here's Castle. 5 points in the game. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Podziemski with it. He has 5. Outside Butler. Oh, good with the triple.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Jones. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. You have to like what we've seen from Jones.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
San Antonio making a switch here. Champagne's checked in. Then for the Warriors, Kevon Looney is checked in for Draymond Green. Trace Jackson-Davis comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Curry subbed in for Buddy Hield. Here's Podziemski. 5 points in the game. Curry is inside. Guarded by Fox. 6 to shoot. Here's Podziemski. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Here's Podziemski. San Antonio with the rebound.
You can see the frustration in the quarter on his face, especially with his team trail.
And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Warriors trail by 6.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Here's Podziemski. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
GA, there is a lot to like about the game of Stephon Castle.
Size, playmaking, defensive intensity. I guess the question is there that one thing that he can do at an elite level? That will be a crucial step if he's to become a star.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
And the Warriors making a change here. Kuminga's checked in. Fox hits them both.
One of the fastest guys in the league. For Fox, it's about using his blinding quickness to his advantage on both ends of the floor.
Looking to end the run. Outside for Curry. Second shot opportunity. Wembanyama with the rebound. San Antonio leading by 8. And Fox has it in the corner. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Here's Podziemski. He's got 5. Passes it to Curry. The 3 ball. Curry buries the 3 shot.
Honestly, guys, Curry is the best three-point shooter I've ever seen.
To the left side wing. Baseline J on the way, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Fox has got 14 points for the game. Out to the right wing. Here's Looney. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Into the lane, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Oh, Trey, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Here's Podziemski. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Jones for 3, and again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Now here's Curry. He's coming off a 34-point game against Minnesota.
He's more than chipped in on the glass as well. Just a tremendous effort last time out.
Here's Podziemski. They need this. Curry getting it done inside.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Fox passes to Jones. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Here's Wembanyama. Lays it up off the glass. Wembanyama has got 9 points in the quarter.
That scoreless first quarter, that might have woke him up, and he's turned it on here in the second.
Pass to Podziemski. Now Jackson Davis. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Left side Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
A monster night for Fox. You can call him a point guard. I call him a scoring guard because that's what De'Aaron brings.
Right side Kuminga. It's the difficult fadeaway jumper. Kuminga's got 5. Spurs leading by 12. Jones in the post. Jackson Davis defending. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Johnson, he's checked in for Jones. Here's Johnson. He has yet to score. Pass to Castle. .55 seconds left in the second quarter. Nice defense from Kuminga. Here's Curry, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Look at Curry getting crafty, ensuring he gets fouled while in the act of shooting.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight. And he makes the first.
Think about the impact that Steph has had on this game. Him and his team have changed the way the game is played. They have ushered in the three-point era.
Fields checked in for the Warriors. Good on both. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Curry passes to Hield. They grab their own miss. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And good job they're doing at the line this quarter. They'll need to continue converting those free throws.
This is his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for San Antonio. We've got 13 seconds left here in the second. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Paul. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime, so we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Boy, what a crowd joining us here for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and the Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. A pretty close game for the Spurs throughout the first quarter. And trying as they might, they couldn't push their lead past 4 points. In the second quarter, they turned on the afterburners, making a big charge to jump ahead and build a 9-point lead for themselves at halftime. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
Their efforts in the paint have really paid dividends. It's been a focus, not so much for the other team. That's been the difference in the game.
And over to Kenny now. How'd you think the Warriors were playing?
They've been out of sync in this one, shooting under 40%. Struggling to create good looks and settling for tough shots. I like to see them drive the basketball more and get easy buckets.
And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. It's been a clinic out there by Rain Man.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Warriors trail by 9. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Jones is out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Vassell in at the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Now here's Butler. Pass to Payton. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
That's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And, of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Now here's Curry. He dishes it to Green. He kicks it to Butler. Wembanyama against Green.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Here's Vassell. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. There's the pass to Green. The dish to Payton. Curry against Fox. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart him, kind of wake him up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Here's Jones. Banked in off the glass. Jones has got 19 points.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Curry's shot is off.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. Does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Back to Jones. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Here's Curry. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Rebound by Butler. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Warriors. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And Jones sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones. Timeout called the Warriors. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And, Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. Looking now at the numbers for Draymond Green. He had a strong showing last season. He put up about 8 points a game last season, 6 assists and 7 rebounds. And to have a player who can fill it up like him coming in off the bench, what an asset.
He's crucial to the success of their second unit because he can keep that offense rolling.
I mean, what can we say about Steph's jumper that hadn't already been said?
Curry against Fox. Fires for three. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Payton. The shot will not fall. Nice defense by Vassell. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and the layup is up and in. Sohan's got 6.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Outside Curry. Butler feeling it out a bit. Driving the lane. Green up on top. Wide open look. Buries the jump shot.
There is the all-around game of Butler. A nice assist to cash in on that possession.
Fox against Curry. Now here's Vassell. 5 points in the game. Jones, no luck. Curry against Fox. Curry kicks to Butler. From the arc. Vassell grabs the board.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
In his young career, Richard, we've seen Devin Vassell really blossom as a two-way talent.
He's a talented player, but I think there's still another level that he can reach. And he needs to continue to grow as a playmaker to get there.
Butler with the ball, and it's Vassell picking him up. And the shot is good. The Spurs lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Jimmy Butler. For San Antonio, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Now, here's Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Tipped away. It's stolen by Jones. Beyond the arc. That's good from Wembanyama on the assist by Jones.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Curry with the 3. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Nobody answers the call better than Stephen Curry.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The greatest shooter ever, Steph Curry. You played with him. What was it like seeing him day in and day out?
I had the pleasure of playing with Steph the first year he broke the NBA record for threes in a season. And when I tell you he was just scratching the surface, he was always looking to push the boundaries, to see what he can do, and to work at every aspect of his shooting.
Castles checked in for the Spurs. Then for the Warriors, Kuminga's come in for Gary Payton. And it's Buddy Hield in for Brandon Pajemski. Wembanyama passes to Sohan. Now here's Jones. Here's Castle. He's got 7, and Jones slams it in.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
It's stolen by Jones. Let's go. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for San Antonio.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break. They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's Sohan missing.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With this team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game. And to me, Draymond Green really embodies the idea of a high IQ player. He can read the opposition, predict where a play is going, and those instincts aren't something that can be easily taught to anyone.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Well, a lot of former NBA players have a hard time, RJ, giving credit to current NBA stars. Why do you think that is?
I think so quickly we don't hold next generations to the same standard as prior generations. I don't get into all of that stuff about who is better and who is greater. I just focus on the growth of the game.
And both free throws good for Green.
The quintessential glue guy. Green does all the dirty work. You need one of these guys on your team because he has such a diverse skill set.
Now here's Paul, still without a basket. Here's Castle, offline with his 3.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
And here is Hield, 9 points in the game so far. They kick it out to Green. Just 4 to shoot. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
San Antonio leading by 15. Here's Castle. 7 points in the game. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Spurs have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And the Warriors with possession here. Curry with it. He's got 21. Hield outside. Knocked loose. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Here's Kuminga. And the Warriors miss again.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Wembanyama passes to Paul. Back to Wembanyama. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. 20 points for Victor Wembanyama.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Curry's shot is off.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Back to Johnson. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Hield finds Looney. Golden State moving the ball around. Here's Green. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop. And that's now 7 points for Draymond Green.
And this is where Green looks to score. He's comfortable and confident down low.
Paul goes in. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. And a look now at San Antonio's upcoming schedule. On Wednesday, they'll be taking on Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. And then on Friday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans.
And you know for that matchup with New York, that's one to mark on the schedule. It's their 5th game of the year, and we should start to see their lineups get sorted out.
There's another block. You've got to have a better effort against him.
Sending back everything.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
I'm just going to say this. Johnson has some bounce. When this man gets off the ground, he gets off the ground with ease.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's Green. He's got 7. Kuminga, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Paul against Curry. Passes to Wembanyama. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Pass to Looney. Makes it off the glass. Looney's got his first basket of the night.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Paul passes to Wembanyama. Outside, Green. Outside, Kuminga. Misses the 3.
He hasn't even made 1 point at this quarter. Man, his team desperately needs him to get home.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Hield following the bucket by the Spurs. Curry dishes to Hield. 1:10 left to play in the third. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Keldon Johnson. That's his first foul. The Spurs making a switch here. Good Shafino's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for Green. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. Curry can't get it to go.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3-ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Now Kuminga, after Keldon Johnson missed from long range. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Number 1, Stephen Curry.
And no doubt he finished the season right where he should have on that list. He was far and away the best free throw shooter in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Kuminga. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Here's Castle, defended by Kuminga. For San Antonio, they have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12. That's good from Castle. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Warriors trail by 19. Right side Curry. Over in the corner, Looney. Ball against Curry. 6 on the shot clock. With the drive. High quality look, and he sinks it. Curry's got 10 points here in the second half.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
They get it back, and the rejection by Curry. Jackson Davis in the corner. He blocks it again, and that's 9 blocks.
You know he's going to be coming hard for that 10th, too.
Ball fires from way outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's San Antonio out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll return shortly. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach Steve Kerr.
Picking us apart, right? Guy cuts behind you down the lane. Miscommunication there. They're cutting behind us. So we got to get solid defensively.
Well, clearly, Greg, he's not happy with his team's aggressiveness on the defense. Clearly, Steve calling his team out on it.
Yeah, gently asking for them to pick it up. They're going to need to if they want to win this one.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for Golden State here in the 4th. We've got Kuminga. There's Jackson Davis out there with Butler. Then there's Brandon Pajemski. And it's Peyton in at the 3.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Now, here's Butler. Back to Kuminga. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Vassell. Kuminga, no good.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And they got to bring the double team on him.
And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household names.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets.
That's good from Castle. 4th quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Feeds to Kuminga. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Vassell against Butler. The shot misses.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pass to Podziemski. Outside, Payton. Over Wembanyama. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for San Antonio. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. And it's blocked. Fox with the steal. Pass to Vassell. Some solid defense from Butler.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Cancels. Powered down with both hands.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Richard, who do you think is the most impactful player right now in the NBA?
I stand by this. As long as LeBron James is wearing an NBA uniform, he is first, second, and third. The ratings say that. The money says that. As long as he is playing, he will be the most impactful player in the NBA.
That free throw, no good. So both teams changing it up here. And he sinks the second. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Here's Sohan. Jackson Davis defending. Here's McLaughlin. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Here's Spencer. To the middle. The pass to Samanic. Puts it up. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Sohan. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, I guess when you're up this big, you can afford to get a little sloppy. That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Warriors have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Here's Curry. Rebounded by the Spurs. Jones has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Inside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. I'll tell you, Richard, you watch Jeremy Sohan, he can really do it all.
Yeah, power forward by trade, who's even played point guard at times. He's a great defender and a team player. He's the kind of guy you win with.
And the first one drops. The NBA has always been a star-driven league, Greg, and that's reflected in team strategies now more than ever before.
It is. All over the league, teams now building their systems around their stars, surrounding them with complementary players and running the offense through them as much as possible.
He's perfect from the line this time. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Curry looking around to the paint. Here's Payton. And Payton throws it down.
The way that Curry reads the floor, he could get double-digit assists on any night if he wanted to.
Fox with it. Now Payton defending. Fox against Payton. Fox passes to Jones. And Jones with the stuff.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Now Curry. Payton kicks to Curry. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Curry's got 12 points here in the second half.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. The free throw drops for Sohan. Greg, we've heard some veteran players and coaches say the league is skewing too young.
Well, because of the salary cap, you're often forced to play some younger guys, and they don't quite have a feel for the game yet. So possibly the product suffers, but it also gives you a chance to develop these young players in your system.
Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Curry dishes to Payton. Over Sohan, and Payton gets it to go on the assist by Curry.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Jones for 3. Draymond Green grabs the miss. Green's got 6 rebounds in the game.
His three-point shooting kind of dried up in the second half. He is yet to make one after knocking down 3 before halftime.
Now, here's Green. Good work defensively by Fox. Down low, Wembanyama goes back up, and he lays it up and in. Wembanyama's got 17 points here in the second half. The Warriors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth, 4 of 9. Pajemski with it, working on Jones, and Jones sends it back. And now here comes Jones, leading the break. This one for 3. It's Wembanyama, top of the key. Vassell kicks to Jones, and here we go. Payton heading to the hoop, and the dunk by Payton.
Well, so often we see this, transition buckets off turnovers.
And there's no defense for that. Live ball turnovers, they are the worst.
Now, here's Vassell. And stolen by Payton. Curry on the wing. Launches it from deep. And Jones pulls it down. Spurs leading by 21. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside, Fox. Sohan with the ball. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Wow, has he flipped a switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Didn't get to the line in the first half, but since the break, he's been in attack mode. Great adjustment.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And so it's Vassell who brings up the ball for the Spurs. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead over Payton. Warriors with the rebound. Here's Pajemski. can't cash in from close range. Spurs leading by 21. Here's Sohan. Sohan. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Warriors have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Here's Curry. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Fires the three. Warriors with the rebound. Curry's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Butler on the wing. Covered by Vassell. Butler against Vassell. 6 to shoot. Outside, Payton. Three-pointer. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Jones, the pass to Wembanyama. Shot on the wing, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Jones has got 25 points.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Now here's Butler. No one near Payton as he lets it go. Here's Green. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Back to Fox. That drops. Nice feed that time from Wembanyama. And that's 21 points for De'Aaron Fox. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
Pulls in another board.
Rebound after rebound after rebound.
Oh, GA, he is crashing the glass with energy. I love it. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That's his 5th foul. Chris Paul's checked in for Fox. On defense, San Antonio. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. Here's Paul. Back when you played, Greg, the offseason was more of a dead period for the league. Not anymore. They want to make it year-round. Every month, something's going on.
Kevin, I love Vegas Summer League. It's given us some extra hoops. It's created a ton of excitement for the future. And also the trades and signings. The NBA is a 12-month-a-year league.
That one goes in. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
How do you stop Curry? Well, in a short answer, you can't.
And San Antonio shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Butler against Johnson. Back to Paul. Curry with the steal. And they're on the break. It's Butler that time on the assist by Curry.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for San Antonio.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Victor Wembanyama.
His overall stat line really says it all. I think a triple-double game for him, getting it done everywhere on the floor.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Champagny. Wembanyama outside. Johnson attacking, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
There's a lot of power in Johnson's game, especially when moving downhill.
And that one falls for Johnson.
Now, look, he's a versatile weapon. Johnson is someone that wants to keep improving and shouldering more responsibilities on both ends of the floor.
So he gets them both.
Almost kind of a throwback wing. Johnson, he likes to slash, put pressure on the defense.
Outside Curry. Butler against Johnson. Healed outside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I mean, I don't know. It was just our defense. Obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony and our reporter David Aldridge and the entire 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time.